Brock Lesnar made millions in the UFC but was still paid much less than in WWE. Brock Lesnar is one of the UFC's biggest draws of all time, and he was paid handsomely for it. The former WWE Champion jumped to the UFC after leaving wrestling. Despite Brock Lesnar losing his debut, he went on a winning streak that saw him become a huge PPV draw and the UFC Heavyweight Champion. During his time in the promotion, Lesnar was one of the highest-paid fighters in the world, earning millions for his exploits inside the octagon. However, his fees were nothing compared to the money he made in wrestling. Brock Lesnar reportedly made over $20 million in his UFC career after leaving wrestling. Lesnar is one of the UFC's highest-paid stars ever, making over $20 million in his fighting career, according to various estimates. The former WWE Champion debuted in UFC with a loss to Frank Mir at UFC 81, where he was forced to tap out to a knee bar. He earned a base fee of $250,000 for that fight, although Lesnar is assumed not to have picked up a share of the PPV in his maiden bout. His fee rose as the fights went on, earning nearly $2.5 million in total for his bout with Randy Couture, where he became the UFC Heavyweight Champion for the first time in his career. At UFC 200, Lesnar stepped in to replace Conor McGregor on the card, earning a $2.5 million payday for fighting Mark Hunt. The former UFC Heavyweight Champion also got a big cut of PPV revenue, which sources claim to be between $5 million and $8 million. More bloody elbow news. While he has teased a return to the octagon various times over the years, including in fights with the likes of Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones, Lesnar has admitted he is now retired from the octagon. In total, estimates conclude that Lesnar made around $24 million from his UFC career, owing to a $5.25 million base pay for his 8 fights and a further estimated $19 million from his share of the PPV revenue. However, this pales in comparison to his contract with the WWE. Brock Lesnar was on a reported $12 million a year deal with the WWE. After fighting at UFC 200, Lesnar teased future bouts but never pulled the trigger, eventually leaving MMA altogether after signing another huge contract with the WWE. Lesnar was hailed as one of the wrestling company's biggest stars when he shunned the UFC to sign a new contract with the WWE in 2018, committing his future to wrestling. He has signed extensions in the 7 years since then, as WWE has exploded in popularity since being purchased by the UFC's parent company, TKO. Under the deal, Lesnar is reportedly earning a salary of between $12 and $16 million, although sources vary on the exact figures. He was known to be one of the highest-paid men in the company, despite wrestling 18 times in the past 5 years. Recent allegations have meant Lesnar hasn't wrestled since August 2023, although he is still contracted to WWE, earning more in a year than he could have dreamed of in his peak UFC years. In